Cutting up game, we really about to go in on this topic today. If you've been dealing with ingrown hairs or someone just trying to learn more about ingrown hairs, this video is gonna break it all down for you. We're gonna stretch this out, take our time, and by the end of this, you'll know everything you need to know about how to deal with ingrown hairs, where they come from, and how to avoid them like a pro. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. First off, we gotta understand what an ingrown hair really is. When you hear ingrown hair, you might just think it's a simple problem, something that'll go away on its own. But trust me, it can get real uncomfortable if you don't take care of it. An ingrown hair happens when a hair decides to grow back into the skin instead of pushing out like it's supposed to. Usually, it's after shaving or trimming that this happens. The hair doesn't find its way out, and instead, it gets trapped underneath the skin, causing bumps, redness, irritation, and sometimes even infections. And let me tell y'all something. This is not just about how it looks, it's about how it feels. It's not just an aesthetic issue, it's an irritation issue too. I've seen comments on YouTube from people talking about how ingrown hairs bother them, whether it's on their neck, throat, or face, and they're curious about where they come.
Where do ingrown hairs come from?
So I want y'all to take this serious. So let's get into the source of the problem. Why do these hairs decide to curl up under the skin instead of growing out normally? There are a couple of reasons for this. One of the main reasons is hair texture. If your hair is naturally curly or coarse, like a lot of African Americans' hair, you're more likely to get ingrown hairs. That's because when you shave or cut curly hair, it's got a tendency to turn back into the skin instead of growing straight out. It's just the nature of how curly hair works when it's cut, especially if it's cut real close to the skin. It curls and can pierce back into the skin. But it's not just about curly hair. Straight hair can get ingrown hairs too, especially if you're shaving too close to the skin or using a razor that's dull. When you shave close, you're cutting the hair below the skin's surface, and that's where the issue starts. Instead of the hair growing out of the follicle, it might grow sideways, get trapped, and start causing problems. Now, the neck and throat areas are especially prone to ingrown hairs. Why? Because the skin there is often a little more sensitive, and the hair tends to be coarser. That combination makes it more likely for hairs to grow inward. Plus, the neck is an area we shave or trim frequently, and with all that regular maintenance, the risk of ingrown hairs goes up. But it's not just about hair type, it's also about how you shave, how you treat your skin, and how you maintain your grooming habits. If you're not prepping your skin before you shave, or if you're not using the right techniques, you're basically setting yourself up for ingrown hairs to happen.
How to prevent ingrown hairs, step by step.
Now, prevention is always better than cure. Let me give y'all the blueprint on how to prevent these bad boys from showing up in the first place. This is the game plan I tell and told all my clients, and I'm about to break it down for y'all.
1. Proper preparation of the skin.
Before you even think about shaving, you gotta make sure your skin and hair are ready. A lot of people just go straight in with the razor without thinking twice, but no, that's where mistakes get made. The key is to soften both the skin and the hair first. That way, you're not dealing with tough, dry skin or stiff hair follicles that'll make the process harder. Use a warm towel or hop in a warm shower before you shave. That heat is gonna open up your pores, soften the hair, and make the shave smoother. Think about it like this. If you were trying to cut a tough piece of meat, you wouldn't just dive in with a dull knife, right? You prepare that meat to make it easier to handle. Same goes for your skin and hair. You gotta prepare.
2. Always shave with the grain.
Now this one's a classic mistake people make, shaving against the grain. I know some folks think going against the grain gives them a closer shave, and it might feel like it does in the moment, but it's setting you up for problems. Shaving against the grain pulls the hair out at an angle that's more likely to cause ingrowns. So always, and I mean always, shave in the direction your hair grows. Yeah, it might not feel as close, but trust me, your skin will thank you for it in the long run. And yo, let me drop a gem here. Sometimes it's better to use clippers instead of razors, especially in areas where ingrown hairs are more common, like the neck and throat. Clippers don't cut as close, which means less chance of the hair getting trapped under the skin. If you're prone to ingrowns, you might want to make that switch.
3. Don't shave to close.
This ties into what I just said. Y'all really don't need that super close shave. I know a lot of people think that going all the way down to the skin is the move, but in reality, it just increases the chances of the hair getting stuck. Leave a little length on the hair. It's not about being rough with your shave. It's about being smart with it.
For regular exfoliation.
Now, this one's key: exfoliate regularly. Exfoliating is when you gently rub or scrub your skin to get rid of old, dead skin cells on the surface. Think of your skin like a floor, and it sometimes gets covered in dirt and old stuff. Exfoliating is like sweeping away the dirt to make the floor of your skin clean and smooth. You can use things like a scrub, a brush, or even a washcloth to do this. Now, using a washcloth is okay for exfoliating, but here's the thing: you should only use it once. After you use it, the washcloth is dirty. A lot of people hang their washcloths in the shower to use them again the next day, but that's not good because the cloth collects more germs while hanging from a hook or pole in the shower. To keep your skin healthy, make sure you use a clean washcloth each time. When you exfoliate, you're removing dead skin cells that can clog up your pores and hair follicles. If you're not exfoliating, all that dead skin is just sitting there, waiting to trap those hairs underneath. And y'all already know, once the hair's trapped, you're asking for an ingrown hair. You can use a gentle scrub or even just a washcloth to exfoliate the areas where you shave. Do this a couple times a week, especially in those sensitive areas like the neck and throat. The neck and throat are more prone to ingrown hairs because the hair in these areas is often curly or coarse. When hair grows, instead of coming straight out of the skin, curly or coarse hair can curl back and reach into the skin. This causes the hair to get trapped under the surface, leading to an ingrown hair. Shaving also plays a big part. The neck and throat areas are tricky to shave because of the curves and sensitive skin. If the hair is cut too close or the skin gets irritated during shaving, it makes it easier for the hair to grow back into the skin instead of out of it. Tight collars or clothing rubbing against the neck can add more irritation, making the area more likely to develop ingrown hairs. So, it's a combination of the type of hair, shaving technique, and how sensitive the skin is that makes the neck and throat more prone to ingrown hairs.
5. Moisture that skin.
After shaving or trimming, you gotta hydrate your skin. Use a good aftershave lotion or balm, something that's gonna soothe the skin and prevent irritation. Ingredients like aloe vera, shea butter, and tea tree oil are great for calming the skin and keeping it healthy. Moisturizing not only keeps the skin soft, but it also prevents the hair from growing back too tight against the skin.
Different areas. Same problem.
Now, I know some of y'all might be thinking, are ingrown hairs different depending on where they pop up? The truth is, an ingrown hair is an ingrown hair, no matter where it happens on the body. But the neck and throat tend to be more sensitive than other areas, and like I said, the hair in those spots is usually curlier or coarser. That's why you see more ingrown hairs in those areas compared to, say, your arms or legs. But if you're getting ingrown hairs anywhere else, like under your arms or on your legs, the same principles apply. It's about shaving smart, keeping the skin exfoliated and moisturized. Don't matter where it is, the process to prevent and treat is pretty much the same.
Already got an ingrown hair. Here's what you do.
So let's say you already got one. What do you do now? First of all, don't go digging at it. A lot of people want to get in there with tweezers or their fingers trying to pull the hair out. But let me tell you, that's the worst thing you can do. It's only going to make things worse and could lead to infections, turning a small issue into a bigger problem than just an ingrown hair. What you want to do instead is keep the area clean and apply a warm press. The heat will soften the skin, open the pores, and hopefully allow the hair to come out on its own. Be patient with it. If it starts looking infected or you're unsure what to do, it's time to see a dermatologist to handle it safely. A dermatologist is a special kind of doctor who takes care of your skin, hair, and nails. Think of them like a superhero for your skin. If you get a rash, pimples, or your skin feels itchy, they know what to do to make it better. They also help when you have issues with your hair, like if it starts falling out or if you get a lot of dandruff. Dermatologists don't just take care of problems with your skin or hair. They also help with things like your nails if they get infected or look different. If you ever have a skin problem that won't go away, a dermatologist is the expert you go to for help. Also, don't forget hydration is key. Keep moisturizing the area. Dry skin only makes things worse, especially when dealing with an ingrown. Keep it soft, keep it smooth, and let nature take its course. Now, I leave y'all with this: whether it's ingrown hairs, bald spots, or any other skin or hair issues, what matters most is how you carry yourself.